secret ways to drive traffic and get sales and free sales to your Shopify store, whether you're drop shipping, whether you own an e-commerce brand, whether you're using Shopify for whatever your business is. In today's video, I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks that are actionable today, things that you can apply or you can build your business if you don't already have one around some of these tips and tricks to lower your ad spend, to increase your organic growth, to increase your sales, and they're all free and they're all easy to do. Now, why should you listen to me? Well, I've been in this game from a professional standpoint, from a side hustle standpoint. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a mechanical engineer, and I've been in the e-commerce and drop shipping world for at least 5 years now as a career perspective. And I've deployed all of these tricks. Some of them are things that I've discovered on my own. They aren't like my self-discovery, other people are doing them. I've just stumbled upon them. And other aspects and tricks are tried and true methods of selling, and you see it all the way up to the largest brands like Walmart, Amazon, and Target doing these things, and you're just not recognizing that you can deploy the same thing on your own store. So tip and trick number 1 is offering products at a discounted rate that still leaves you either at a net zero or some gross profit in exchange for a review or some social traffic on your site. So what is this gonna do? Directly contact your consumer, whether it's through Facebook, Instagram, you just message them and you ask them, I will give you 50% off my product for a review. What you're doing here is you're guaranteeing yourself a sale, you're having some revenue go through the system, you give yourself a little bit of profit margin. If you have the right kind of product and it's priced correctly, you're gonna get a little profit on there. You're gonna get some social traffic on your site, which means it's gonna improve your indexing rank. You're gonna get rank higher in the searches. You're gonna have somebody browse potentially other products that might come back and buy another product on your site. You're then gonna get a true review from your customer, some real-time feedback on your product, right? And you're gonna make a sale. And as you increase your sales, increase your product volume, once you do it correctly, you're gonna decrease your cost per item as your volume increases, and your economies of scale are going to sometimes get larger, but sometimes get smaller, and you're gonna figure out all those things. Number 1 method is find a product that is priced correctly within your store and what you're doing. If you don't have one, research and add one to your store just for this tool and go direct to consumer, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. Join a group, message people in that group directly and just say, hey, I'm a starting business or I'm a fledgling business. I'll give you 50% off and I just need a review. Can you help me out? And see if you can sell through that. Takes your time, but the reality is you'll get sales, you get social proof, and you'll get reviews. So that's tip and trick number 1. Number 2, you can do the free product method, which means you have a cheaper product and you're gonna offer it the same way, direct to consumer or through ads for free. Where you're gonna charge them is on the shipping. So you're gonna give the product away for free and you're gonna charge them a shipping fee. This has to be a smaller product where your cumulative product and shipping cost comes to a maximum of like $5, $6, and then you're gonna charge them like $9.99 or $12.99 for shipping, and it's gonna be like a promotional shipping charge because you're giving a promotional discount. But the consumer is gonna feel like they're getting a product for free and they're gonna spend the money on shipping. And we've actually seen this as a very prevalent method everywhere from the small entrepreneur to larger companies. Especially over between like 2012 and 2020, it was pretty relevant on Instagram and Facebook while that was still allowed on those platforms. Now it's really direct to consumer if you want to do that, but it's another way to get some gross cash flow in your store. Again, get the social proof, get people on your site, start building that brand recognition, that social trust, get some real-time reviews. Every time you do that with a customer direct to consumer, if you wow them with the product, they'll come back and buy more, or at least a percentage of them will do that. So while that takes your time, it's gonna build your scalable engine of motion. Now your third trick, and this is gonna be your final trick because this is the whole reason I made the video, is something that I've discovered to be very, very successful in my business and something that I deploy constantly. It is still direct to consumer, but if you do it enough, the organic umbrella of growth and constant growth is remarkable. So what you do here is you first need to make sure that you have multiple product offerings. You can do this with one product, but it's better to do this with multiple products. For this instance, we're going to talk about as if you have a single product, which lowers your exposure of umbrella of organic growth, but that's for most people. They have a single product or 2 products. So you're going to find one person through all these direct-to-consumer selling that you find is very gregarious. They have good social proof in whatever group they are in. So let's say I go to a Facebook group. Let's say I'm selling an expensive premium dog bed. I find someone that's active in that group. They're very active. They have trust in that group. How do I do that? I just spend time in the group. I look through comments. I look through, that person's social engagement in the group. Now with that person, what I'm then gonna do is I'm gonna message them directly and give them my offering. For this instance, I'm probably gonna go with the 50% off deal for a review. What you could do though, if it's the right situation and you're willing to take some risks, you could offer the product for free. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna say, can you leave a public review for my product. For most people, that's enough. That 50% or maybe 75% off will be enough to convince them to say, yes, I will post in the group then, because that person has so much social proof in that group that they are allowed to post and it's not going to be seen as spam. There's some trust there, and then your product will get out there. And even if they're not ready there, you can plead your case. You can just say, look, I'm looking for a review. I want to get my product out there. I'm so confident that it's good for this group and it's good for the community. It's discounted, it's cheaper, it's the same product, whatever it is. For the most part, you're not gonna have to do that. I've actually never had to do that, but the discount alone is enough for somebody to get behind it and really suggest your product. Now you might say that's a lot of work for an unknown here. What I have found is if you have a good product, good pricing, you've done all your product strategy and product analysis well, this is gonna be the #1 way to grow organically and grow free, un-ad spend paid sales. Free organic sales on your site. Biggest trick. I've seen 1 to 2 sales come from a post. I've seen 0 sales come from a post. I've seen 1,000 sales come from a post. It's truly unbelievable. And the craziest part is when that starts happening, what you'll find is if somebody's really impressed with your product or a good price or something like that, it might not just be one post. They might recommend it again in a comment section and be like, I got this deal. You'd be surprised. People have that engagement in these groups. And honestly, one of my businesses thrives off them. My main e-commerce business, I have spent $0 in the last 3 years of ad spend. I use that method to grow my business organically, and my business organically operates with $0 of ad spend right now. My profit margins are fantastic because of that. And every once in a while, I constantly bring in more people that are constantly promoting my product, and all I'm doing is giving them a good discount that's probably at cost for me. So I'm not losing any money, I'm not gaining any money, but I'm taking the risk at $0 cost that they're gonna go out and advocate for my product on these Facebook groups, Instagram, Reddit, whatever it's gonna be. And I can tell you that works. It takes a little bit of time to get that snowball running, but once that snowball gets going, it grows and grows and grows, and all of a sudden you have a business behind you. I haven't just done it with mine, I've done it with other businesses that I've been consulting with, and the method works. So go out and deploy it. If you're new to the game, start. If you're in the game, deploy. If you're seasoned in the game, try it out. I promise it's gonna change your entire platform and how you're gonna market. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope that between this video and the next video, you're a little wealthier than you were right now.